Well, and then we've got the Cybertruck halo effect. You mentioned the Cybertruck earlier, but that should be a halo effect. That should be getting the idea of, again, electric vehicles as well as Tesla into the mind of more consumers. And in this case, it might be impacting more of that flyover country where a truck is a bigger deal. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start seeing Cybertrucks, in the Midwest round about the second quarter. Because it's taking a while,
Yeah, I know.
Volumes.
You don't have yours yet, right?
No, I don't. I don't have a VIN yet. So, and I expect it any day now because people around my number are coming up. Nothing's been delivered to North Carolina yet. And the furthest east, I think they've got to is Michigan, maybe Michigan. And that may be a little bit of a questionable, I don't know if that's real. So, but I've seen Arizona, so it depends on what they're going to do about shipping out and so on and so forth. So I think it's going to take at least a quarter, but possibly 2 quarters before that really impacts demand.
Okay. All right. And then the whole idea, we did sell a bunch of Teslas last year, and the more Teslas you sell, the more Teslas sell because of word of mouth. Every single new Tesla owner is a great salesperson for Teslas. And so last year we sold more than we've ever sold before. So just kind of that momentum should increase the overall demand next year for BEVs in general, but for Tesla in specific.
Yeah, but you have to be aware that we are approaching the very top end of our TAM, of our potential TAM, and that is going to be a negative. So the more we sell, the more we are saturating that piece of the market that we pretty much own now. I mean, if you look at that, if you look at the market for people who can spend $40,000 and up on a car, I mean, Tesla must have a dominating position in that space, position.
But only in Florida, New York, and California. If you go to the Midwest, they're still driving Hondas and they're still driving Acuras and they're still driving.
I'm going to correct that.
Okay.
Only in the rural areas, in the major cities, even in the Midwest, you're going to see a lot of Tesla. I live in the South.
Right.
Where I live, which is the Research Triangle Park.
Right.
I mean, it's like, this is Tesla City. You can't see another car. I mean, I stop at a 4-way stop street with something like 16 or 20 lanes just around the corner from my house, and I'll see 8, 9, 10 Teslas lined up. So you're right that in the country, in the rural areas, we just don't see Teslas, if at all. But in the major cities, even in the Midwest, so I'm certain if you go to Des Moines, I'm certain in Chicago, I'm certain in Indianapolis, you're going to see a lot of Teslas. But get out into the rural areas. I mean, I was in Texas. I mean, I saw this all the way across the country. I would not see a single Tesla on the road out on the highways as traveling between. And then I'd get to, I don't know, Kansas City, or I'd get to, any one of these major cities, and suddenly you'd start to see them sprouting.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you in the main, Larry. What I'm saying is that we know what the percentages are, and when you get to the rest of the country, you're looking sometimes at only 2%, 3% penetration. So in those situations, you have, whether it's rural, whether it's city, the overall penetration is not there, and the Acuras and the Lexus and the rest of these cars are selling just fine in those territories. Those are the ones that we have to grab. Those are that's where the opportunity lies.
The vehicles that are selling in those areas are trucks.
Well,
there is a huge majority of trucks in those areas, and for good reason. I mean, it's truck country.
if you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.